Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. All right, rock stars, so this is the second time I'm filming this video. Happy Saturday to you. I actually filmed this video on Thursday originally with the plans of having it uploaded by 7 a.m. on Friday morning. And so I did record it, and then I went and got a new iPhone 13. And so when I transferred all of my information from my 12 to my 13, well, I was going on the fact that everything would go over as it's supposed to. And then because I'm efficient, I went on and erased my iPhone 12 because I have to return that. And then last night when I went to start editing, I saw that I did not have the footage that I shot on my iPhone 12. For some reason, it did not go over. Everything else carried over fine. The last video that I shot did not carry over. So here we are today, Friday, but I had to work all day and I was busy all day. And so I could not film this even on my lunch break. So now it is after work on Friday. And I am filming this and it will be up early on Saturday, which you guys know gives me a little bit of stress because, as you know, it's the end of the month and I like to get my coins. And this is fucking up my coins, but we're gonna make sure that it's a good video. Actually, it probably works out well because there are a couple of topics that I left out of the video last time I did it that I can actually add into this video now. Okay, so it works out well. Shout out to the rock star who gave me late topics yesterday and I told them they was too late on Instagram. Turns out you wasn't too late. All right, you guys, so first subject. Let's talk about the Alec Baldwin's shooting. Cinematographer Helena Hayes was shot and killed on the set of Rust. Rust is a movie that's being shot in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Evidently, Alec Baldwin was given a firearm in rehearsals with the expectation that that firearm would have, I'm assuming, blanks in there. The regular type of bullets that they use in films, he was rehearsing evidently. Now, they've been real close to the vest, so we don't really know exactly what happened, but he was handling the gun in rehearsals. The gun went off and ended up shooting Helena, not only shooting and killing her, but the bullet went through her and lodged into the director, Joel Souza. I believe that's how you say his last name, S-O-U-Z-A, lodged into his shoulder. Okay, that is where the bullet ended up. And although Joel is fine, unfortunately, Helena died from the bullet wound. And that is a tragedy. Even though the gun was supposed to be empty, there was a live bullet in the chamber, okay? And I know people were saying that it was a prop gun that went off, but no, this actually was a real gun. It was an antique era gun to go along with the era of the movie that they're filming. And it was handled incorrectly. And it ended up going off and killing Helena. So, as you can imagine, there has been an investigation that has been launched. Alec Baldwin has been cooperating with the authorities as well as the rest of the cast and crew. And you can just imagine how devastating something like that would be. Can you imagine if you accidentally shot and killed somebody? How horrible that must be for it to live on your conscience like forever and ever. So right now the focus of the investigation is who handed Alec Baldwin the gun with the bullet in the chamber. Okay, who actually put that bullet in the chamber? Dave Halls is actually the assistant director of the movie. They're saying that he's the one that did give him the gun. And we found out that Dave Hall actually has had some issues with gun handling, mishandling of guns in movies of past. A couple of years ago where he was fired because of mishandling the gun. And then we also had 24-year-old Hannah Gutierrez. She was the lead armorer on this movie set for this movie. And we know that she, maybe back in 2016, was an armorer in a movie that Nicolas Cage was shooting. And while she was standing right next to Nicolas Cage, they weren't filming at the time, but while she was standing next to Nicolas Cage and she was talking to a stunt person, I believe, she ended up shooting the gun off into the ground right next to Nicolas Cage. So he was pissed that the gun went off. He was like, you just basically blew my fucking eardrums out. Like, you need to watch what you're doing. And he stormed off. Well, anyway, she ended up getting fired because they felt that she was inexperienced. Now, evidently, Hannah is the daughter of a well-known armorer in Hollywood who, I guess, passed down the trade to his daughter, and now she is doing it. But she is still just starting out at 24 years old. She doesn't obviously have the experience that her father would have. But they did give her a chance on this movie. She was the lead armorer, like I said. And even though nobody has said that she is the one responsible for anything happening with the gun, we don't even know if she was the one that handled the gun and put the bullet in there or anything. However, her name has come up because of issues that she's had in the past and the fact that she is the lead armorer on this movie. We also have Hannah Gutierrez on a podcast actually expressing that she was nervous going onto the set because she felt like maybe she wasn't experienced enough. And but then once she ended up getting on the set and getting comfortable, she felt like she could do it. I was like, oh, those words might come back to bite her on the ass. We'll see as the investigation goes. This film, Rust, was only the second movie that she has been the lead armorer on as well. So the Santa Fe DA's office has said that they will not rule out criminal charges in this case. Right now, it's just a gun shooting case, but it could very easily move over to a homicide case. Nobody needs this kind of scrutiny in their life, at all. It's so sad, though, that this woman was killed. They said that she was very excited that she was working on this set, that she was just getting a good grasp of cinematography, and many celebrities and stars that have worked with her in the past have talked about how great she was and how excited she was to be doing this movie. I know we have heard a lot of rumors about this movie set. And it's hard to really even tell what exactly is the rumor and what exactly is the fact. I just tried to give you guys what the facts are in the case right now. They did take up over 600 items of evidence. A lot of that is bullet casings and shells that they were able to pick up off of the ground. Like I said, some of the rumors are that they were using the guns for target practice. The fact that they were like antique guns, I guess people were fascinated with the way those guns worked, and they were using them, possibly not supposed to be using them, to just shoot out in the, I'm assuming out into the desert or whatever. There are also many other rumors. I'm sure you've heard the rumor about the Republicans being responsible for this, that they are getting back at Alec Baldwin for his portrayal of WhatsApp on Saturday Night Live. Also, Alec Baldwin being very expressive about gun laws and, not necessarily being a supporter of people that like collect guns and things like that. So there, of course, is a conspiracy theory going around saying that that was the reason that gun was, the bullet was left in the chamber and handed to Alec Baldwin, because knowing that he would probably end up pointing it and shooting and killing somebody. There are pictures of him very distraught, on the phone. Paparazzi did catch him very upset. They have made t-shirts made. WhatsApp's idiotic son has made t-shirts of this, making fun of it, teasing Alec for what has happened in this this horrible case. I mean, the Trumps are just, the things that they say and do. I mean, somebody has died here and you guys are making shirts and making a joke out of this, at the expense of Alec Baldwin, who really, I know people keep on talking about Alec Baldwin, but he is not guilty. He didn't do anything. I won't say he didn't do anything. He actually shot and killed this woman. However, he's an actor. Okay, yes, he's a producer on the film as well, but he's an actor, and actors that are handed guns are fully expecting for that gun being handed to them to be, proper and for them to be able to use it without killing anybody. So, like I said, he is cooperating with the DA. I think they're more concerned about who put that bullet in that gun, and then they're going to go from there. Helena was married, and she had a son, like teenage son, and just such a sad way to go. We've seen this happen before, but it doesn't happen often. But when it does, it's just a shock, because it's just an accident, and it's, somebody's life is over. She got up that morning fully expecting to be able to go home and, speak with her husband, kiss her son goodnight. It's awful. So prayers up to not only her family, but the Baldwin family and the many others, the Souza family, and the many others that were affected in this case. The movie has been put on hold indefinitely. I doubt that they will probably even bring that movie out. I'm sure that it'll probably be shelved at this point, and we'll see what happens with the investigation, okay? But rest in peace to Helena Hayes. All right, you guys, next story. Since we are speaking about resting in peace, we can also send up a rest in peace to Beverly Brodus Green. That is Snoop Dogg's mom. Well, Snoop Dogg's mama named him Calvin Brodus. We found out a couple of days ago that she had died. I know a couple of months, maybe back in July, I believe it was, Snoop Dogg had posted on his Instagram a picture of him and his two brothers as they visited their mom in the hospital, and he was asking for prayers then. We didn't know what the illness was. He never shared what the illness was, and they haven't shared what her cause of death was, but I'm assuming that whatever she was fighting back in July, she succumbed to that battle a few days ago. Miss Brodus Green was an evangelist, and she was an author. She actually had written several books, even a book about being a celebrity mother, and just I guess all of the things that she's gone through having a celebrity child. He's not a child, but he is her child. So yeah, she did write many books, and we didn't know much about Snoop Dogg's mom, but I'm assuming that she was a great person. He said that she was an angel that God had sent to him as his mother, and he thanked God for her. He's been actually posting a lot of tributes to his mom, a lot of different songs, and, just his thoughts, and people have been supportive to him as he, I guess, prepares to have a final home going for his mother. So sad, you guys. It's just so many deaths going on, out here in Atlanta. You would only know this name if you were in Atlanta or in Georgia. Javita Moore, she was an anchor here in Atlanta, who we found out earlier this year that she had brain cancer, and she died from that. Found out this morning. She died last night, Thursday night. Just sad. A beautiful woman. We all used to watch her on, we all used to watch her on the news, and I've been sad about that all day today. And then I think I've told you guys that I had a friend whose sister had colon cancer. And she's been fighting that battle for about 3 years, and she also has died just a few days ago. And I tell you guys, cancer is just, it's just so sad how devastating cancer is to us, and how it still hasn't been there's no cure for it, and it just seems to just be taking everybody younger and younger. It's just, I don't want to get emotional on here, you guys. I just wanted to say rest in peace to those people. Astra Johnson, Javita Moore, Miss Beverly Brodus Green. This originally was about Beverly. She leaves behind her 3 sons. She has grandkids and great-grandkids, and I'm sure a host of family and friends. I know Javita Moore had 2 kids, you know, early 20s or late teens. I think she leaves behind her mother as well, and their family and friends. And then Asher Johnson just leaves behind Little King and many family and friends as well. So rest in peace to all 3 of those women. All right, you guys, let's try to brighten up the tone of this here. Let's talk about, I don't know how much bright this is going to be, but let's talk about Lil Boosie versus Lil Nas X. Now, we're not going to talk about this long because honestly, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say about this. Lil Boosie obviously has a problem with Lil Nas X. It seems to go beyond just a regular dislike for the things that Lil Nas X does. In my opinion, it feels like Lil Boosie is almost obsessed with Lil Nas X. I don't really know what to make of it. All I know is the things that he says about Lil Nas X is very alarming. It's beyond hateful. It's just, you know, I don't understand. Some people say that he's homophobic. Other people will say that he doesn't have a problem with gay people. He just has a problem with Lil Nas X. What do you guys think Lil Boosie's issue is with Lil Nas X? Now, of course, I do believe that Lil Nas X is a troller. I've told you guys that before. I believe he's very good at it. And I think that now that he knows that Lil Boosie has such an issue with him, that now he trolls Lil Boosie, you know, to get a reaction out of him. And Lil Boosie definitely falls into the trap every time. But it's not just a matter of falling into the trap. It's just a matter of really taking it to that furthest point when you just kind of look at a person and you be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know, he may not have a problem with all gay people, but I can say this. If you are a gay person and you hear these things being said by somebody who is also a fellow gay person, that doesn't make you feel a little bit a certain kind of way. And so it's the same as like if I was at work and I had a white coworker who was good friends with me, okay, but then had a lot to say about all the, you know, this other black girl that was there. I mean, to the point where it was just starting to sound racist, you know? So that's my point is, how do you, if you're a part of the community, kind of support the things that Lil Boosie says when he's attacking somebody within your community? It would just be the same as I would feel if a white woman was talking about another black woman who, you know, I don't know if I felt like deserved all of the things that she said. And I would start to feel like that person was, does that make sense to you guys? You know, because I've been seeing Big Frida, and I've seen a lot of people defend Lil Boosie who are part of the LGBTQ community. So I'm really just trying to understand how it is that people could still be supportive of Lil Boosie when he says, you know, such vile things. I mean, you don't have to be a supporter of that community. And I don't know if, you know, but gay people are here to stay, you know, so it's not like, you know, it's just to the point where it's just like, you're going to have to eventually be able to get along with these people. And he says that he does. He says that he does. The issue is just with Lil Nas X. So I don't know, you guys. I mean, you guys let me know what you think about that whole situation. The things that he says, though, are horrible, you guys. And now, of course, all of Lil Nas X's family has gotten into it. He's got uncles and brothers or whatever that have been picking at Boosie. And, you know, of course, Boosie has been responding to them. And So it's been a mess. Actually, it's gotten to the point where I'm tired of it because it's just like, it's the same old thing. Like, we know that you guys don't like each other, but I don't believe Lil Nas X is going to ever let it go because he knows that it gets under Lil Boosie's skin. And while he might just be playing about it, well, Lil Boosie obviously is not. So yeah, but the things that he says is just a little bit off, you guys. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Do you support the things that Boosie says? Is he truthful? I mean, is he right about what he says about Lil Nas X? Or is he wrong? Okay, you guys, y'all chime in, let me know. All right, you guys, in white folks news. Okay, well, this is not really per se white folks, but sort of, kind of. The founder of Spanx, her name is Sarah Blakely. It seems that Sarah Blakely went into a deal with a private security firm. Sorry, not security, private equity firm by the name of Blackstone. And once she reached this deal with Blackstone, she put up a social media post for her employees, and she was sitting next to a globe, and she was spinning the globe, and she said, you know, the world is a big place, and her wish was for everybody that worked with her would be able to go different places on this earth, you know, wherever they wanted to go, wherever they wanted to visit. So she was willing to try to help people do that, and she went and bought every one of her employees 2 first-class tickets to wherever they want to go in the world, okay? And she also realized that once you get to this place that you might want to stay in a nice hotel, and you might want to have a nice dinner, and you might want to, you know, go sightseeing and possibly pick up some trinkets, some souvenirs. So she's going to do you one better, and she's going to send you $10,000 to have spending money for your trip. Okay, so this is basically an all expenses paid vacation, first class tickets from the owner of Spanx to all of her employees. Okay, every single one of them. And, you know, that is a fantastic thing. You know, they were very, very happy, very, very shocked. Couldn't believe that this was happening. And why was it happening, you might ask? Well, it seems that Sarah Blakely, in that equity firm deal that she had with Blackstone, she sold the majority share of her company, Spanx, for $1.2 billion. Okay, $1.2 billion with a B dollars. So I'm assuming she took a few $1 million of that money and did what she had to do to help her employees. Thank them for their support and carrying the business to where it is today, where she's able to sell the shit for $1.2 billion. Now, she didn't sell the whole thing. She just sold the majority shares, but she still has a large amount of shares in the company too. So she's not going to just be, you know, a silent partner kind of thing. She still will be sitting on the board. She still will be able to be having mini discussions of where this company is headed, even though she won't be the final say. She still will have her influence there. And honey, why the fuck not? I mean, if you can still be making all your money, $1.2 billion, you ain't got to do shit else. Okay? Yeah, I can sit at the board meetings, you know, go on and put in my little vote and say what I think, and y'all go on and worry about it yourselves. But yeah, clearly she's already made her money off of that company. And I am not mad at Sarah Blakely, okay? Gave a little bit to the employees. You guys know God, the Lord loves a cheerful giver, okay? Whenever you give from your heart, what happens? You end up getting it back tenfold. So Sarah Blakely is going to be just fine. And I think that that's a wonderful thing that she did that for her employees, okay? Can you imagine? Where would you guys go if somebody gave you 2 first-class tickets and $10,000 damn dollars? Now, you got to go somewhere, okay? Because I know some of y'all would be like, shit, I got bills to pay. The whole idea is to get out and explore the world. Okay, this is an all expense trip paid, something that you probably would never be able to do. I won't say probably, but a lot of the times. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it real positive because, honey, sometimes you don't never know, people be coming up. So, but that's what's going on there. a feel-good story, if you will. Sarah Blakely trying to pass it out to everybody and, you know, brighten folks' days. I know that shit would have brightened mine. Wouldn't it have brightened yours? Good for Miss Sarah Blakely at Spanx. All right, you guys, next story is what we gonna do about Miss Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. Y'all, that damn Jada Pinkett Smith's so sick of Will Smith. I mean, honestly, when you hear more and more about the things that she says, it just makes you wonder if she ever really wanted to be with Will Smith like that. Because they already told you that they don't, you know, she didn't really want to get married. She didn't want to have the wedding that they had. They've gone through a lot. Will Smith was kind of out there doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. She was unhappy with that. You know, it just everything she seemed to really have been unhappy with. Now, on a recent Red Table Talk, she talked about the difficulties of maintaining a healthy sexual sex life with Will Smith. Okay. Now, she didn't say that she doesn't have sex with Will. She didn't say that she doesn't like having sex with Will. She didn't even say that they don't have sex. She just said that it's hard because even at this point that they've been together this long, as you know, there's still certain things that I guess maybe just one person just doesn't know about the other person, what they like sexually. I will admit, I did not see the whole Red Table Talk discussion, okay? So I'm doing like everybody else and just kind of assuming. It's really just kind of funny to me. I'm sure Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith will be just fine. But it just seems like every time you turn around, there's some sort of blip out there in the universe that is saying something along the lines of Jada about sick of this nigga. Jada about sick of somebody. I was reading the comments and somebody was like, girl, just give Will here. Just give him here. Okay, we gonna take care of Will and you gonna be with whoever you want to be with. Okay, bless August Alsina's heart. We don't even see him anymore. The last time I saw him on social media, which was actually just a month or so ago, he posted something really kind of this cryptic message about how he was not going to be seen anymore, you know, and it was just like not going to be seen like as far as your career or not going to be seen like as far as your life, you know. I always was worried about August Alsina. After all of that stuff happened, I knew he was going to be blackballed. I tried to tell you guys and y'all tried to tell me, oh no, his album is good. And I said, you guys don't understand the power that the Smiths have in Hollywood, okay? And we don't see or hear or nothing from him anymore. And every time we do, he look a little off too. And we just be like, oh, poor August. And we already know he had a lot of struggles. And it's just unfortunate that we, you know, I don't even know what's going on with him. And child, it's just all that. I just want to know what exactly is we supposed to do about the Jada and the Will Smith situation. This definitely is rich people problems though. All they got to do is take some vacation and, you know, reconnect in that way and then they'll be fine. But I don't know, you guys, it's starting to really seem like Jada is really kind of over it. I definitely get best friend / brother sister vibes from Will and Jada. When I even think about it in my mind, I don't even know if I can picture these two having sex. Let me see if I can. Sinead, carry the one. Oh my God. Speaking of Sinead, you guys, Messy Miles. Have you guys seen that he's who he is for Halloween this year? I ain't even gonna tell you. Please go to Messy Miles' Instagram and look at his damn Halloween costume. I almost feel like it topped the genie. The genie from Aladdin actually was my favorite costume that he's done. But honey, this one is a close fucking second. Anyway, y'all got to go over there. That's all I'm saying is Martin related. Okay. But anyway, I'm getting off track. See, it's been a long ass day and I'm just rambling and shit. But yeah, what we gonna do about Will and Jada? Y'all think they good? What y'all think?